Part 2. Need a break anyways. More like a drink as always, but fuck it, boys. Anyway, this. America. So back to the point. The shit going on in what is it, Middle East, Israel, Palestine, wherever the fuck. Again, not Jews, not to be blamed really here. Evangelicals. Not to say Jews are totally in here either, or Muslims for that matter. No one is. But largely, I'm talking about, mainly in this case, really is evangelical. Because really, what does they do? They do give Jews more land. Now you have some small group of evangelical Jews, or even not evangelical, but Orthodox Jews who care a great deal about having Jerusalem. But that is not the main issue or the main thing that people are even arguing about here is land. So making Jerusalem their territory is just pissing off the Palestinians and making them more likely to attack, and that's exactly what the evangelicals want because they hate Muslims. Not so much concerned with what the fuck would actually happen to Jews anyway, because they never were, because they never have been, because they don't give a fuck. And then, meanwhile, on the other end of that, you have everything that happens in this country. You have, for example, I could name just drag out a bunch of right-wing shit, just list right-wing things, going down a ladder. You heard of the Jacob's Ladder? Well, listing this shit is like a fucking angel hitting you in the head with a shovel as you fall down it. I'm thinking too much about wrestling. The point is, it's like, okay, fucking gay rights. Evangelicals oppose them. Fucking abortion rights. Evangelicals oppose them. Fucking birth control rights. For some reason, evangelicals now oppose birth control rights for women. Not even abortion. Explain that. Oh yeah, capitalist greedy companies for religious exempt purposes don't want to. What is the religious purposes? And these are the same people, by the way, not to generalize or I was about to say sterilize this one, right? But generalize or fucking stereotype them too much. These are the same fucking people who fly to Thailand with your fucking check that they're supposed to give you for their hard work. Don't then fly to Thailand and blow a fucking ladyboard. And then they're going to come back here and tell their women that work for them, oh yeah, by the way, you can't get fucking birth control because I'm against it. I'm the big Christian. You can't get birth control. Same fucking thing for a number of other fucking people. The way they screw people. The way they screw them out of help, money, food stamps, Social Security. The rich have been doing that to this country for decades. Decades, going back to the fucking 1950s. And then they come out of the war claiming, well, we're all for the freaking poor and we help the poor and you shouldn't tax our churches. Then Trump comes and what does Trump do? He says, no, actually, we can't tax companies or churches rather churches who push politics. They want to tell you who to vote for. They want to tell you what you can do in your personal life that is a political issue and not an issue of a matter of faith and conscience and your spiritual experience with your God and who you want to believe in. If you are a Christian, then you go to Jesus with that. If you're gay and you think you shouldn't be, then that's between you and Jesus. It's not between you and some fat ass, lard ass in a fucking church screaming at you about going to hell. That's not the issue here. The issue, if you're a Christian and you think you shouldn't be gay, talk to Jesus. Don't talk about this fucker. So they do that. And then what else do they do? They do a number of things on every front to harm everyone. And they do this with genital mutilation. I told you before, John Harvey Kellogg pushed circumcision in the United States. That was John Harvey Kellogg. That was not motherfucking, what's this cat name? The cat's name? There's some Jew that wrote a book. No, it wasn't him. Not about Judaism. Not about Islam. Same reason some Islamic people, and they're horrible for doing this, just like you are for doing this to anyone, but they can't circumcise girls, can they? Why? Because it's not about culture, it's not about religion or Jews and Muslims. It's about what do these Christians want. And these Christians have somehow incorporated that into their culture. So they're now doing that to boys. And it's largely a capitalist plot by rich people to make money more than anything. But they've taken that and they've run with it for cosmetic reasons and a bunch of other shit that they believe in. And that's all it is. And the original reason was by John Harvey Kellogg to keep God from jerking off. Same thing when he was doing to girls. He did the same thing to girls. In fact, he said, pour acid on the female clitoris so they wouldn't masturbate. That was John Harvey Kellogg. And he did that shit for real. Same reason you don't prosecute or make it illegal some Jews who do blow the kid when they're circumcised. You don't make that illegal. Why do you not make that illegal? I'll tell you why you don't make it illegal. Because then that would bring into huge fucking Christian a great number of the Christians who also do this for the same fucking reason and the same fucking race, the same fucking shit either way. And they don't want to question what they're doing, so they can't question what this small number of Jews do because it really brings it all into picture. And really, the fact that you don't do it to girls should also bring it to picture. It's not about what the Jews want. It's not about the Muslims want. It's about what Christians and wealthy fucking fat cat doctors and other crooks want because they're doing whatever they're doing to make the money. That's all it is. So that's bullshit. But the point is, and I'm sorry I got caught up in a shit about it, but they do that. Again, drag kids. Mark Dice, that fucking cocksucker. Mark Dice, and he's right about something, but Mark Dice still horrible crook. What did he do? He went and attacked and harassed and humiliated drag queen children. Children who were 11 years old, maybe even 8 years old at the time, 6-year-olds, who were drag queens who wanted to dress like a girl, and their family would let them, and it's like, oh, well, you know, they look pretty, and it's okay. Nothing sexual. They would go, and they would not, his followers, maybe not him, would go, and they would not only attack the parents or the other people, and not even just the parents, but the children. And they would tell the children that you're a faggot, you're a queer, you're this, you're that. And they would say that to children, to small children I'm talking about. Bullying children, harassing, threatening, attacking little bitty children. They would do that. They did that. They did. And now, comes to find out, at the end of the day, perhaps the shit pot, in my case, or the gold at the end of your rainbow, whatever, is the evangelical Christians who are at the forefront of everything wrong with this society in this country. That is why we cannot pick up and carry on and make life better and help people and help men and help women, regardless of feminist nonsense, but help women, help the children, help the animals, help the poor, help everybody. And part of the reason why, because of their teaming with capitalists, the same fucking crooks and creeps are the same damn reason we cannot have peace in the Middle East, and they are the same biggest reason and thing going on over there that keeps the fucking Middle East and these people from separated, from working together to have peace in the Middle East. It's not the fucking Jews, it's not the Muslims, it's your fucking evangelical rich ass Republican Christians who keep pushing for war and bullshit in the Mid East. And you want to say I'm angry, you want to say I'm hate-filled, you goddamn right. I have every right to be angry. But not angry at some feminist or some Jew or somebody that hasn't really done anything to me, but these evangelical and these fucking capitalists who are robbing you every minute of every day. And even I have in my life, in my past, been mad at Muslims, at fucking communists, at this guy or that guy. Guess what? I have never had anything stolen from me by an Iraqi. I have never had any communist Russian pick my pocket or throw me out of my house, but your government has done it, and they are throwing half of you out for rent foreclosures and late rent due and everything else in the middle of a fucking pandemic and an economic implosion in the fucking middle of America in the United States. They are throwing you out for late rent payments. They are throwing you out. They are putting your children in jail, sending them to war, having them blown up. They have a flag with your blood raved on it. It's no longer the flag of the United States. It's not the flag of the white people or the black people or anyone else anymore. It is the flag of the one world transnational corporation of the world, the New World Order. That is what that's like Bush talked about, Bush Sr., their New World Order. That's what they're talking about. Evangelical Christian fucking bullshit, horseshit, neoconservative, Republican, fascist, talk, communist, Nazi, whatever they are. Got nothing to do with the white people, got nothing to do with black people. It's an anti-poor person thing. It's them versus you. And that is who, at the end of the day, they were the ones fucking up shit in the Middle East. It wasn't even the Jews. And I always kind of knew that. And I'm not saying there wasn't any Jews involved. And of course, there are bad Jews. The main issue here, evangelical Christians. And of course, some Jews too. I'm without question. And then on the other side, you have some Islamic people that don't want to work out, to work with people, and they're fucking it up. And you have jihadists and people. But mainly, right-wing, conservative Christian, the capitalist corporations that run the shit and control the shit, and they're pushing for the shit. And there is much to blame and to be responsible for this as anyone and everyone else who are fucking us all, and that is the enemy. And it always comes back to, at the end of the day, hate the white man, hate the black man, hate this group or that group, because you have these weird right-wing, alt-right Republicans. A lot of them are young, so they can't be blamed, but they're being pushed and guided by an evangelical control grid, these idiots. And then you have a reactionary left who go the other way, and they always attack the white man. They attack the Democrat. They attack the all the Christians, even the ones that are not evangelical, and they're attacking men. And they're doing that their way, and they're doing the same damn thing and serving the same damn purpose for the left wing and for the United States corporate controlled government of the United States is the fucking right wing are, because the right wing are dividing it up. Don't support Black Lives Matter. Don't see common interests and common goals with your black brothers and your female sisters when they're mad about something that makes sense. No, you go that way. You be right wing, right wing. The right wing is the biggest damn thing killing the United States today, other than maybe, like I said, evangelical Christianity and capitalism. And both have used each other. Versus the left wing, who are also doing the same damn thing and telling everyone to support the blacks and the women and don't care about the white people. You need to come together, bring it back together, unify, bring it to one. You ever seen Pearl Jam? Jeremy Pearl Jam, the album One People. Bring it back to one. It all comes back to one. Bring it all back to one. Rise up against these assholes. One versus them. Because guess what? They are one. And they don't care about race. They don't care about anything. They don't care about economic status. Their only condition, their only fucking status is money. Money. Their money versus you. Versus your lack of money. Versus your money and your lack of money. We need a fucking revolution in this country. We need unity. Unity. Class unity. Bring the men and the women and all the other goddamn people together. Bring it together. Bring us up together. Us together. For one. One fucking people. United States people. Poor people. And we're not doing that. And then you have these idiot white people, who many of them are poor and live in trailer parks themselves, and Trump talks dog shit about you. And he says he's not going to build lower class neighborhoods and middle class communities, and there's not even any middle class community left. But if there was, he talks about you that way. And he talks dog shit about you and bullshit about you. And he says he's not going to build lower class communities for your poor, lower class white neighborhoods and for your white people, any more than he is the black people in the poor neighborhoods and the lower class neighborhoods, and for single moms and women with children who need help, because he doesn't care about you. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He's rich. And it all has to come back to this. And hey, I supported the fucking asshole too. I was wrong. Guess what? I was wrong. But it was a fucking vote. And at that time, the Hillary supporters were acting just as fucking monkey-like and ignorant and stupid as the damn Republican fucking assholes are now. You're not listening. You're lemmings. It's not about race. It's not about political party even. It damn sure isn't about what stupid fucking letter you have in front of your name. It's not about male or female, gay, straight, Republican, Democrat. It's about right versus wrong, them versus you. And Trump has totally sold you out faster than Biden is, and Biden is an idiot. And he is selling you out too. But goddamn it, fuck this shit. And I don't know how all of that went into this, but that's my opinion. P666.